And we know that, frankly, in terms of professional football, fairly talented but fairly mediocre players are earning tens of thousands of pounds a week. Is it not the case that the money, the scale of the money in football, denies your right to whine about the treatment you get?
Not at all. No. There is no correlation between the amount of money you have in the bank and your emotional or psychological state. There is no correlation between the amount of money you have in the bank and the level of respect that you should be treated with, either in interaction with your employers or interaction with fans and supporters and spectators. You know, there are fundamentals of behaviour that should go on irrespective of the amounts of money involved. But also, you kind of epitomised what is wrong with the perception of football, because even in that question you state that mediocre players earn tens of thousands of pounds a week. I can guarantee you that any player on £10,000 a week or more is incredibly talented, and he will have committed himself and applied himself for the entirety of his life thus far, seeing off literally hundreds of thousands of competitors for his position, and he works tirelessly every day to maintain himself at that level.
Sure, but
you still vie him as mediocre.
Well, because he will still be, and with respect, maybe this could even be said about you, a million miles from a Lionel Messi or a Cristiano Ronaldo. He will be, and it's maybe an unfair term, but it's a term they use in professional football, a journeyman player. A player who's reliable, but not a star.
He is a million miles from Lionel Messi, but you're talking about the elitist of elite. Lionel Messi is a one-off. You know, there can only ever be one greatest in the game, but we're talking about a multi-billion-pound industry globally, and it conforms to the natural laws of supply and demand. Just like Tom Cruise can earn $50 million a movie, there are also journeyman actors, I'm sure, who are earning $1 million a movie. But we don't still apply a differing moral compass or expectance of behaviour or action from these people.
But there is a point where the money just gets, to use a word used by Zinedine Zidane about Gareth Bale's transfer from Real Madrid, from Spurs to Real Madrid, he said it's incomprehensible. Others have called it obscene, because here we're talking about a transfer fee that goes over $100 million.
It is. You can't get away from that.
But is there a point where football has to back off and say, this just is wrong? In a country, Spain, where most people are suffering austerity, many can't get a job, and they are expected to offer their adulation to a footballer who is deemed to be worth, in his annual salary, something like $30 million.
Why is the impression that you convey that you demean the sport of football and the quality and the talent that it takes to get to the top of the level? Do they still show films in Spain? Do they still sell music? Of course they do. Do they still operate Microsoft Windows? But no one talks about the amount of income that Bill Gates garners from the country. It conforms to the natural laws of supply and demand, and football will only stop when the money stops coming into it.